You can only observe.
What's he unboxing? What'd it be? Well, I don't know. Shut up and see.
Hey friends, I thought I would try some natural lighting today, and then the sun went away, but that's what you get in Tennessee. So welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special unboxing. I just had to do it all outside. This is the Phantasia Press edition of Third Rule of Time Travel. One of the best books I've read in the last 5 years, at least that's what I've been telling people. It's probably been one of the best books I've read in the last decade, because I guarantee if I went back and looked at all those other books, Third Rule of Time Travel would still be near the top of that list. So this is Philip Fracassi's venture into sci-fi. It was just released as a trade edition, pretty much concurrently with this edition, the limited edition. But the title and the contents are pretty much all those two books have in common. This is the deluxe edition from Phantasia, with the slipcase, with the art, with the signatures, and with the hardcovers. This book in the trade state was only released as a paperback. So a little bit about Phantasia. Alex Berman and Phantasia were the OGs. They gave us the first edition Neuromancer by William Gibson, the first edition anywhere in the world of Firestarter by Stephen King. And those are just two big gems in Alex Berman's crown. He's done a lot of Philip Jose Farmer, Alan Dean Foster, a lot of big heavy hitters in the sci-fi world. So he was quiet for a long time. I think the last book he did was in 1990 or 1989. Was a William Shatner title, and then he went quiet for a couple of decades, apparently. Kudos to him. He was doing some stellar work, and he left the publishing game. And then he entered the scene again recently, probably like, I don't know, 2020. Not entirely sure when he came back online. But when he did, there were a lot of rumors that he would be doing a new Stephen King title, because apparently Alex, in his hot little hand, had a letter from Stephen King that he could redeem that letter for a title of his choosing from Stephen King, a brand new original title. He owed him a first edition. I don't know what really how binding it was, but apparently Stephen King reneged on the deal, did not give Alex and Phantasia Press a new first edition, which is a huge bummer. I mean, I guess you could call it bullshit. But these are just the things I'm hearing second, third, fourth hand through the grapevine. So I don't know how true any of it is. And I obviously did not hear it directly from Alex or Stephen King themselves. And those are the only two people who could weigh in on this with any authority. But that said, it's still a juicy rumor. And if true, is really shitty of Stephen King to not allow Alex that title he promised so many years ago. But that's neither here nor there. Today, Philip Fracassi joins a quite stellar list of science fiction luminaries with his entry into the Phantasia Press catalog. So without further ado, let's do it. This is awesome. I love it. Now, I asked for 5. They could not give me 5. I asked for 55. They told me they could not maybe give me 55. If not that, then I asked for 555. So let's see if I got my number. I do know 5 is out there. The first copy of this to appear in the wild was number 5, and it was the first one given to a customer. And I was super jealous because I knew I would not get number 5. But whatever, that's fine. I didn't expect it. I'm hoping to get 555 to match my Child Alone with Strangers. I'm hoping to get number 55 to match my Thunderstorm editions of the collections. That Child Alone with Strangers, of course, being the Levidian title. It doesn't look good. I'm looking at it right now, and not the product, but it looks like I've got number 68. I can't be sure. I can't be 100% sure. Is it worth complaining to Phantasia for a replacement? No, it ain't. Anyway, let's look at it. This is beautiful. Look at, oh, so it's a sticker number 68, and then it's a sticker number 68 below the shrink wrap, which is interesting. Right off the bat, I think this is beautiful. I love the Philip Fracassi author initials in the vortex. Look at that funky, freaky 3D sort of pulling you into the wormhole. Now, would you save that if you're a collector? Probably not, but will I? Probably. Going to get into this here. Oh, again, my favorite Fracassi title. Smells April fresh. April fresh in March. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, Francois Vaillancourt art throughout. And let's get, oh, so the slipcase has the same material as the cover, and there is the same um, design detail, the board treatment right there. I love the feel of it. This is super white paper, real bright white, almost blue. It's so cold. End papers. You got a Starry Night end papers. Beautiful, glittery, metallic sheen to them. Perhaps this is what the barrier between time and dimensions look like. I don't know. Maybe Alex does. And here we go. Francois' art kicking it off with one of the best opens in a novel that really just gets its hooks into you right away. This is cool. So you open it up, there's the art. The traveler can only observe, which observe was the original title for this book, and I think it is a superior title, but that is just my opinion. This channel reflects only the opinions of the host, and that was a superior title. That's fine though. That's fine though. So we got the title page for Stephanie again and always. Of course, there are rules. So there's the first butterfly we're going to encounter. Rule number 1 over here. Rule number 1. Travel can occur only at destination points during the previous lifetime of the traveler. These destination points are random. And rule number 2. And rule number 3. The traveler has no ability to interact with the world they have traveled to. The traveler can only observe. So it's a little split up, but that's cool. I've been waiting for this book. The page design is wonderful. Little butterflies adorn everywhere. They will flutter with the reader throughout the tale. That's just, you can't not sit and run back to this book. This book compels you. You are, I don't know how you could put it down. So there's the mug. That's an important mug. You will, when you read it, you will know how important that mug is. Again, Philip Fracassi is a horror writer. He also has incredible literary chops with Don't Let Them Get You Down. I haven't read The Egotist yet. And I didn't know what to think with his foray into science fiction. Science fiction is probably my least favorite genre, undeservedly so. It's just I don't have a whole lot of exposure to science fiction. I don't normally choose science fiction, although the science fiction I have read, I've enjoyed. So perhaps I'm just denying myself for no particular reason. But when Philip was told me, and I had the early arc of this book, that he did a science fiction novel, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I know he's a tremendous author with a lot of talent and an incredible imagination. So I, I went into it with a lot of confidence that I would like what I read. And oh my God, it was even better than I had hoped. And that's coming from a horror fan. So I can't speak to how a sci fi reader will interact with this book. How will they take it? I don't know. Depends on, are they a hard science fan? Are they more of a sci fi fantasy fan? Are they a time travel fan? I don't know. So I can't speak to the science fiction um, peeps out there, the ones who really live and die for science fiction. But as something of an omnivore when it comes to fiction, I absolutely love this book because it does what amazing stories should do. It allows you to connect, explore, and examine yourself in the reflection of this mirror that is this work of fiction, and consider what humans do in these fantastic environments. And I applaud this book. This I will probably not read this title. I have the trade editions. I have the broken binding editions coming. So will I read this? I'm very, very tempted to, because I love the page design and I want to experience Francois' art as I go through it. But I don't know. I also don't want to get my grimy fingers, my grimy oils, and my grimy fingers all over it. Do I show you the last illustration? No, no, I don't. But I do show you the signature page. I'm laughing that I got number 68. I asked Diana over there if I could get those numbers, and she assured me that 55 or 555 would be mine. So that's a bummer. But when it's on the shelf and when it looks this good, I think I can forgive the number that's written on the signature page. And if Phantasia Press ever does another Philip Fracassi title, who knows? Perhaps, then I will ask for number 68, and I will be then outraged, righteously angry if I don't get a matching Phantasia Press number. But for now, this is number 68. This is the Phantasia Press, and it is glorious. There are still copies available. You can go out and get this right now. I don't know why you wouldn't. Again, from my perspective, in every universe, in every timeline, Jeff Terry will be recommending this book. Really instant gem in my collection, right up there alongside with Child Alone Strangers from Levidian, two heavyweights on my shelf. And I can't thank Alex and Diana and everybody at Phantasia Press enough for doing this title. It is something I will absolutely treasure for years and years to come. And I think you did it justice. You did a fantastic job bringing this book to life. So go over and get it. This is the only hardcover you could still buy. The trade edition, again, is paperback. The broken binding hardcover is all sold out, but this is still available. And I'm telling you, it's worth every beautiful penny. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Get over there and get it. And I hope you enjoy it a fraction of how much I did. Thank you for joining me this time. Hope to see you again next time. And in the meantime, stay frosty.